Welcome to the WOW seat, WOWLYWOOD, aka the New Era Hollywood Connection Factor. I am New Era cross-functional celebrity authority and advisor, AliNICOLE WOW. I'm also the founder of the WOW seat Media. You can learn more about our other signature production segments, and they are each hosted on different platforms. You can visit www.thewowseat.tumblr.com. And also be sure to check us out and follow us on Facebook. So let me tell you just a little bit really quick about our WOWLYWOOD platform. This is where we feature a new definition of celebrities who are demonstrating what I call your WOW works. These are your worthwhile, outstanding works in the market. And these individuals who are on this platform are either emerging new celebrity-preneurs that are coming up, or they're cross-functional celebrity-preneurs that I have trained, or they've worked with me or still work with me. But in some capacity, I've had an impact as an advisor or consultant or in a mentorship aspect. So I'm super excited today because I am joined by 4 of my favorite expert-preneurs, which one is my senior star Cross-Brand Celebrity Protégé. Is super excited. So the core objective of this segment is really to showcase these experts at the genesis of their leveling up to take rightful authority in the media space as celebrity-preneurs in this role, because they're here to serve in a greater capacity in the new era marketplace as the shining stars here in the WOWLYWOOD space. And also you're going to see them featured on other WOW seat media productions and more, because they are these top experts. And so they're going to be the experts that are going to be coming before you consistently in a variety of ways. You're going to see so many different dynamics of them. So I'm super excited. So before we get started, I just want to first welcome my senior star Cross-Brand Celebrity Protégé, Tom, who has also been featured in another segment on this platform. And you'll find a link to that particular segment in the description. So welcome, Tom. Glad to have you back here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome. You are most welcome. Also, in this segment, we're going to be featuring the genuine leadership power enhancer, Gina Gardiner. She's fabulous. Also, the digital media communications authority. He is the king of the media space, especially as it relates to videopreneurship. It is none other than Rob Deptford. And also the chief of social environment, impact engineer, Chris Roberts. So I'm extremely excited to be featuring them. So I would like to individually welcome them and then jump right into what I'm going to do, some laser Q&A panel rounds, with them, just to give you a little taste of what their current worthwhile, outstanding works are in the marketplace during this time particularly. So you've got a lot to look forward to, especially as they're leveling up to demonstrate what they already are, celebrity-preneurs, but now here in the WOWLYWOOD space. So Gina, I would like to welcome you.
Oh, thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. Glad to have you. And Rob, so glad to have you. Welcome.
Glad to be here as well. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. And of course, Chris, thank you so much for being here. Welcome.
Now, the pleasure's mine. Thank you for inviting me along. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you are most welcome. I am super excited about this. Can't already tell. Again, thanks, Tom, for being here with us. I'm going to bring you back in towards the end of the segment so that you can sort of share your thoughts and also what you're most excited about for these 3 that are going to be joining you as a celebrity-preneur. So this is very, very exciting. So, Gina, I would like to start with you for the Q&A round. And what I'm going to do is just go individually of the questions that I have to ask. So I'll hit you with the first one, and then I'll go to Rob, and then go to Chris. So are we ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, great. So, Gina, would you share with us what is your worthwhile, outstanding work, your WOW mission in the marketplace at this time?
It's to positively make an impact on 1 million people in the next 5 years by demonstrating limitless possibilities through a new definition of leadership. I've got over 30 years personal and professional experience in a variety of areas. I've evolved and expanded through this journey to be an illuminate example of a leader in the marketplace for helping others step into their true, genuine power, and by first being the leader of their own lives to achieve greater success in their mission. And this involves leading with integrity, compassion, and the courage to do what's right rather than what's easy, and the willingness to expand your potential to become limitless in your life and your leadership. Lead others effectively. You've got to start by leading yourself, doing the deep dive work, letting go of any limitations and stepping into the realms of infinite possibilities. You know, as we move into the new era of consciousness, my mission is to help those who are aware and ready to take action, to illuminate the way for others to become the leader of leaders. These are the spiritual matriarchs and patriarchs who are ready and equipped to help humanity move forward. I believe the marketplace needs these types of leaders, and I'm here to champion and help create more of them, and I'm really excited about it.
Oh, great. That is excellent, wonderful, and that is certainly your worthwhile, outstanding works and your mission during this time, and you're doing a phenomenal job of leading the way. So thank you so much, for that. Okay, Rob. So what is you're most welcome. Rob, what is your worthwhile, outstanding work? What is your WOW mission in the marketplace at this time?
Well, my mission is to teach the critical media skills and strategies for thriving in the digital first business era, what I call the digital first business era. And I guess what I mean by that is, there are all kinds of different businesses out there in different industries. And in the time we're in, there's a tremendous opportunity to become much more communication centric in the digital space.
Yes.
And we've been on that trajectory for some time. We've just had it really ramp up in the last many months here recently. And so the demand is there, the opportunity is there for people to really step up and be able to really move forward with strength in the new marketplace.
Yes. Oh, definitely. And that is certainly your primary mission. And of course, you already know how I feel about you. You take that to a completely different level, which is what is needed in this time is a new definition and a new framework and format that people, can embrace and embody. So thank you so much, for that. So Chris, what is your worthwhile, outstanding work, your WOW mission in the marketplace at this time?
With my vast experience in the commercial and non-profit sectors, I've gained a vast amount of knowledge over the years. So from being an apprentice to working hands-on in engineering, to deliver specialist engineering projects, and also implementing the 17 Sustainable Development Goals in many areas of my work. It is my mission to share this knowledge for the benefit of others. I think, I left school at 16, went straight into work. I've now had, 44 years? Yeah, 44 years of engineering knowledge and also of non-profit knowledge as well. So add those together, I think there's a fair amount there that other people could learn from.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You most certainly do. And because, I know your background and the works that you do, you are certainly needed in the space right now to be able to move that experience to the next level. So let's go to the next question. And Tom, thank you so much again for being here. I know you're going to be our wrap-up guy, with this and paying close attention to what these experts are sharing. So Gina, so what about starting this particular process are you most excited about?
I'm I think the thing I'm most excited about is having an effective vehicle to share my message, my experience and my expertise with those who are ready to hear it, to be able to shine a light on the limitless possibilities available for all of those who are willing to step out of their comfort zone, and they're going to need to do that, and expand their horizons, and to bring together others who have the potential to make a positive difference individually and collectively.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And you are certainly here to bring that limitless experience. And so you being excited about it makes me even more excited that the ones who are going to benefit from this greatly. So thank you. And you're welcome. Rob, what about starting this process are you most excited about?
Well, to me, you know, I talk about how star power matters, and to me,
Yes.
there's some alignment there. You know, not so much in terms of positioning ourselves as a celebrity like the next LeBron James or Lady Gaga or whatever, you know, pick your celebrity, but it is about positioning ourselves as a thought leader and as a brand, a personal brand.
Absolutely.
You know, we have the tools at our disposal to be able to do that now ourselves very effectively. So I'm excited to explore that a little bit more.
Absolutely. And you're so right. And this platform, and of course, you know, with me, everything about the celebrity-preneurship aspect has nothing to do with the traditional formats and the traditional aspects. It is really about being able to do what you said, step into this higher demonstration of being illuminate to where the right people are gravitating to your message and to what you have to offer. And you've all heard me say this before, when you are showing up in that format, it is like impossible in a sense to not have that gravitational pull come and ultimately become this new definition of a celebrity for sure. So thank you so much, Rob. Well stated. I appreciate that. All right. Chris, so you want to tell us what, for you, what's exciting for you starting this process? What's the highlight for you at this point?
Very much the same as Gina and Rob, really, in as much as I've never been in a position before where I can share all of the knowledge gained in the many industries on, you know, just in one space, because engineering and non-profit, you know, one's commercial and one's, like it says, non-profit. So the two platforms are completely different. So I've never had the opportunity to actually bring those platforms together and kind of show off the various aspects of what it is that we can do as individuals.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes. And you are going to benefit so greatly here. And I can't wait for those different dimensions of you, especially with the sports industry as well, the things that you do, for that to really come forth and combined with your engineering experience and everything else. So thank you so much. So I want to come back to Gina. So why do you feel it's important for you to be stepping into celebritypreneurship at this time?
I believe that we are at a critical point in the development of humankind. We're at a watershed. And so there's no time for people to delay. And there is an enormous amount to be done. I realize this is no time to allow fear to keep me or the people who are destined to work with me playing small. I think the stakes are incredibly high and time is of the essence. It is time to grab the opportunity, to step out of the shadows and to shine a light on the way forward, not only for ourselves, but for the many who we're here to help.
Yes. Oh, that's so beautifully stated. And I couldn't agree with you more. I co-sign for sure. That was great. All right, Rob. So why do you feel it's important for you to be stepping into celebritypreneurship at this time?
Well, I'm with Gina in that this is a new time. And as I mentioned earlier, we've been on this trajectory for digital transformation for quite a while. but it's just recently that it has been catalyzed by events that we know are
Yes,
happening in the world. When we think about, you hear me sometimes talk about Martek's law, right? Which the basic principle of that is that that technology grows exponentially, but companies grow logarithmically or much more slowly. Unless something has to change, which all of a sudden this year, these last few months, something has had to change. So this is the time where this skill set, this media skill set, has really become tremendously important for business. So now is the time I think I can help.
Absolutely, and you most certainly can, and it is certainly your time, and I thank you, so much for making yourself available, for sure. All right, so we're going to move on to Chris. So why do you feel it's important for you to be stepping into celebrity-preneurship at this time?
Again, in a similar vein, the pandemic has taken its toll on many people and many industries. I'm an example of how transferable skills can be so advantageous. And if you know how to cross-pollinate your knowledgeable assets, it puts you in a great position.
Oh, definitely. I am all about the cross-pollination. And as many know, when my BE, the media factor is all about cross-pollinating, cross-dominate in your cross-branding aspects so that you can show up in a variety of ways to make an impact. So thank you, so much for that. That was very well stated as well. All right. So I'm going to come back to Gina. And Gina, would you name at least one aspect of working with me so far in other areas or so that has been a highlight for you, or you feel is most beneficial to share?
I've worked with so many so-called experts and gurus, and the advice has been to narrow my expertise to take it down and limit who I help. And I've always struggled with that because the people I help are people. Despite following their advice in terms of marketing, for example, and I've followed it to the letter, and huge amounts of time, effort and money have been spent with no tangible results other than frustration. I think there are so many benefits from working with you, AliNICOLE, but perhaps the most profound is that for the first time I've been encouraged and supported to own the full range of my experience and expertise, which is very significant, rather than narrow it down. And I've been given the insights and the tools to create a structure and approach which embraces them fully. And for the first time, I have felt that it feels right and light to do so. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're most welcome. It's been my absolute pleasure and honor, and you have been phenomenal. And I just love the unfolding of everything that's taking place for you, and this beautiful brand expression and empire expression that's coming forth to be massive and multidimensional, to showcase the cross functionality of who you are. Super excited, about that. Thank you so much for your words. They move me deeply. I appreciate that, and so grateful for your growth.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Rob, you name at least one aspect of working with me so far that has been a highlight to you, or you feel is most beneficial.
Well, you and I have gotten along since day one, I think in part because we have a lot in common with the media backgrounds and other things too. So, that's been great. One of the things that really resonates with me that you talk about is there are certain people who are hardwired to deliver this level of value to their clients. But they're not necessarily aware of how to actually turn that into something that puts groceries on the table, right?
Yes, right. Impact and income. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that certainly describes me. I think I have some things to offer, but I'm a people helper, so it's easy to just give it away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so that's one of the things that working with you has helped me sort of shift, is how do I set this up to actually, monetize what I'm doing?
Yes, yes.
That's been great.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, man. You just made my cheeks hurt. I appreciate that. You've been doing a phenomenal job, and it just makes sense. That's right. You know me, I'm all about not just recognition, but revenue recognition, because we can't have both, and we need to have that. And that's why the Celebrity-preneurs space is all about not just being well known, but also being well paid consistently, and setting up different aspects of your branding and empire to be able to facilitate, that type of experience. So thank you so much for sharing and for your words. I appreciate that very much. All right. So Chris, would you name at least one aspect of working with me so far that has been a highlight for you, or you feel that is most beneficial?
I never believed in myself, nor did I realize what it was possible to achieve. You developed a self-confidence and a belief in me that I didn't realize that was there. With regards to the non-profit work that we do, just touching on what Rob just said then, is that we do a lot where we give a lot of ourselves, and we fail to appreciate that sometimes we can get paid for doing what we do. We give so much of ourselves, and there does come a time in life where I need to go shopping in the same store as Rob, because I need to put stuff on the table as well. So yeah, I didn't believe that was possible, and since I met you, and since all the conversations that we've had, you truly decided, truly helped me decide that that's the way that we should go.
Absolutely. Thank you. And it's been phenomenal so far, such a phenomenal process, so much so of your, acceleration even into this space, because everything that you have to share is so important. It's just massive. I appreciate everything that you bring to the table, and thank you so much for your words, and also your continuation of now believing more in yourself and trusting me as a guide to help you in that belief factor and setting up, the structures and frameworks for your emerging success. So, Gina, would you share at least 2 platforms for others to learn more about you?
I'd like to point people towards the genuinely-you.com website. That's genuinely, and then a little dash, and then you.com. But also Gina Gardiner Associates.co.uk, which is a new training hub platform that people can go. And there's also a wealth of materials on the Genuinely You with Gina Gardiner platform on YouTube.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And also I will throw in too that you are on LinkedIn, as well, if anyone wants to be able to connect with her on there. And so, Rob, would you kindly share at least 2 platforms for others to learn more, about you?
Sure. Well, I'm on LinkedIn as well, as you know.
Yes.
And robertdeptford.com is the website. I always say my mother is the only one who calls me Robert, but I've gone to the full name for a few things now. So robertdeptford.com. And you can find me on YouTube as well, Robert Deptford on YouTube. And that's something I'm focusing on at the moment. So you'll find some good free content there.
Oh, absolutely. It's phenomenal content. Please, I urge you to definitely check it out. He's one of a kind. All right, Chris, would you share at least 2 platforms for others to learn more about you?
Yep, also on LinkedIn as well. And we have a website, which is northwalesdragons.co.uk. And we've left that site dormant for a while. We haven't really developed it as much as we could have. But again, since working with you and since speaking with you over the last few months, we're using that site a lot more, and we'll continue to develop it a lot more as well.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. Well, before I have Tom come and sort of give his synopsis sort of this experience. I would like for you each briefly just to share a word or two or statement of empowerment. Gina, what would you like to encourage the masses to do during this time in their forward movement and progression?
Recognize that you're the common denominator in your life. You take yourself into every moment of every day. And so it makes huge sense to take radical responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, your actions and your words. And to recognize that staying within your comfort zone may give you the illusion of it being safe and secure. But what it does is it clips your wings and it closes the door to any possibilities, to all of the potential that you have. And so I would suggest to you that you really think about the quality of your thinking and that you recognize that you have the power to be the hero or heroine in your life or the victim. And that's entirely your choice. And if you need help, reach out.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Yes, that's an awesome call to action. So Rob, and thank you so much. Rob, definitely, since you're the Star Power Matters guy, would love to hear any closing thoughts and empowerment that you have for people to really step up into their star power or just in their purpose.
Well, this is a tough time for a lot of people, as we all know. And I personally know a lot of people who are really in survival mode at the moment.
Yeah,
I think what I want people to understand is that, you know, when we have things happen like this, there are opportunities as well. And if we do things a little bit differently, if we can embrace a different way of going forward, there is tremendous opportunity to thrive, not just survive, but thrive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was paramount because people do need to focus more on the thriving versus the surviving. But I do understand, like you said, the times, but it is time to look for opportunities within what appears to be obstacles. So thank you so much. Brilliant. Appreciate that. All right, Chris, have a quick word that you would like to share?
Yeah, I think going back to what we were saying before about the cross-pollinating of knowledgeable assets, we've all mentioned the pandemic and how it's affected so many people. But I think that if we can instill in people, instill the confidence that, you know, nothing is ever in a bracket. You know, as an engineer, I'm not just an engineer, I'm more than that.
Yeah,
same as us all here. We're not just a particular element, we're lots of elements.
That's
and
right.
I think that if that could be transferred into everyone around us that we speak to and instill into them and give them confidence that they can shift their energy and they can grow into something really special.
Amen. Yes, well stated. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate all of you being here. I want to bring Tom Tom in at this time. And Tom Tom, thank you again for joining in this segment. And because you've been on this journey, you know, for quite some time. And then as I mentioned earlier, that there's a link in the description of Tom Tom's segment where he shares the Q&A, his laser Q&A round that I did with him with the same questions. So Tom Tom would love to hear your thoughts about what has transpired today and your excitement about this group and just any empowerment that you would like to leave them with or champion them with in addition to the rest of the audience.
Well, the only thing I have to say is we got a powerful group here. And
Yes.
you know, looking forward to, you know, working with everybody and getting this thing moving and so we can, you know, explode.
Yes, yes, it's explosion time, isn't it?
Yeah. And as far as empowerment, I would say, you know, believe in yourself, even if you're the only one that's believing in you. And protect your dreams and your goals like you would your wife, your husband, your parents, and your kids. Anybody that's talking down to you about the goals you have set for yourself, you should be ready to fight them. So yeah, don't let these people, you know, steal your dreams and talk you out of them.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't have the courage, skills, or whatever it takes to pursue their own.
Amen. That is so true. Yeah, because there's a lot of ones out there who do a lot of talking, sideline refereeing, but never ultimately in the game, you know, for themselves. And you're right. There's a powerful group here, and then you know you've worked with, been a part with Rob and Gina, so you definitely know the power of them. And then you'll be learning more about Chris and his phenomenal expression in the sports industry and more. So thank you so much, Tom. I appreciate your time here with us as well. And again, I just can't say it enough. This group here is the reason why it had to be selected, you know, for this time to step into this space. And of course, I believe in all of you and know that what you have is beyond valuable to be putting out in the marketplace, especially this time. And I definitely want to say, you know, for the listening audience, you see here that these expertpreneurs here, these leaderpreneurs, they are certainly star quality in their mission. And that's what's most important. Their worthwhile outstanding works is what makes them the stars that they are. So check out all of what they have shared. You will not be disappointed at all. I appreciate that. And Tom will have links to your information also, you know, within the description as well. So I just want to thank those for joining us on WOWLYWOOD, and be sure to definitely explore the other platforms that we have for the WOW Seat media, and be sure to follow us on Facebook. As I mentioned earlier, you can visit www.thewowseat.tumblr.com, and you can also learn more about me at www.AliNICOLEWOW.com. You can check out my press site at www.wowshedoesitall.com. I am very much looking forward to having you join us for upcoming segments as I bring to you more of this new definition of celebrities in an entrepreneurial style for this new era marketplace. Just want to send you away with just knowing that you are truly here to show up and to be effective. And as Tom said, don't let anyone talk you out of your dreams and your WOW mission, because you need to be delivering that in the world during this time. So enjoy your week and certainly stay blessed.